But the BDX Live now comes on every Monday from 1 to 3 p.m., 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Call in number 410-481-1010. And each week we try to have a specific topic. Today's topic for the first Mondays is always travel and tourism. The second Monday is business news, tips and updates, as well as political updates. Third Monday, we focus on health and wellness. Fourth Monday, we go into our sports and entertainment, sports rap with the coach. Fifth Mondays, there's 5 months this year that has 5 Mondays, and we'll do on the fifth Monday open shows. So our show is not just caller-driven. It's more content-driven. And so I wanted to announce today that beginning next Monday, April the 8th, we will be starting a new segment. It's a business segment. It's titled Becoming a B.O.S.S. And that's business owners seeking success. And we are going to be doing this so that if you have a home-based business or you have a sister, auntie, your brother, someone you know in your family has an entrepreneurship idea and they have an enterprise they want to really get into, and they're looking for some way and somehow some people who can help them turn that passion, that project into a money-making business, we're going to start this segment entitled Becoming a B.O.S.S. Business owner seeking success. And on line 1 is our go-to person for this segment. It's going to be the founder of Lyfe Wurks, and we're going to pull up Sister Jaye Walker. And folks, give her a round of applause, please, because she's going to be our host on second Mondays when we talk about becoming a boss.
Hey, Lou, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How you doing, young lady?
I'm great. Thank you for the information. I was listening in, so I learned a lot these last couple of minutes. And I just want to thank you. You're doing a ton for the community and empowerment through knowledge. So thank you.
Well, this is heavy lifting over here, because one thing we have to do is we have to thank Dr. Kathy Hughes and our engineers and our guests and our sponsors and people like yourself, because we are just here as a portal. My job has always been, well, my talent, my gift, if you will, to connect different people who are looking for each other. You have people who are looking for your services, and you're looking for those same people. Well, Ms. Walker, that's what BDX Live is here for. So I just mentioned briefly that next Monday, April 8th, we'll be starting the Becoming Your Boss series. And first of all, we just want to thank you for being willing to be our go-to expert. So if you could, just tell our people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So I have worked in corporate America and also with entrepreneurs, so now going on about 17, 18 years. And from that, I've been able to just pull together some of the successes and then some of the areas of need, especially for our solopreneurs. So if you don't know what that is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the entrepreneur that's really a boardroom of one. And so that means you're the CEO, the CFO, the CMO, the promotions director, and the cleanup crew if you need it. And it's a lot of information out there. And what, you and I discussed was, hey, let's put this into some bite-sized chunks of information so people can actually understand it, follow it, and begin to have a thriving business. And, I'm big on statistics. So really quickly, 69% of U.S. businesses are home-based. And 1/3 of them start with less than like $5,000. And let's just be honest, a lot of people have less than $5,000 and can still start a business. And the reason is because we have the internet. You have millions of people literally lined up for you on your phone or on your laptop. And so we want to really just put out some, short bits of, information for people so you can really just jump out there and do it. A lot of people have a passion, and, if you can solve a problem, you can start a business.
Becoming a boss. And yeah. I think I like what you said, because people, I would never thought that 69%. Ooh, that's like 3 out of 4. Businesses. That's 3 out of 4.
Yeah, and back in the day, everything was about brick and mortar, and you had to, go out and canvass the areas or the, neighborhoods to find your clients. And now it's so easy. And I just want to say it is very easy to start a business, but, this makes it also difficult to sustain a business, because you got to find your niche, and you got to find a way to, really separate yourself from what everyone else is doing. So. And there's always space in the market, so I don't think that's an issue. It's just being very strategic and, finding your place in the world.
And so I'm a note taker. So while you were talking, the first 3 words that came to my mind was becoming a boss, support, structure, and sustainability.
Yes. Yeah. And support is one of the biggest ones. And again, I talk a lot about entrepreneurship and, being on your own, because it's a lonely journey and it's a journey. So it's not overnight success. And I know you and I agree with that. A lot of people are out there, teaching techniques and frameworks, which is great. But for most, it's not going to be an overnight success. And when we also say success, it's whatever it means to you. So if you're trying to reach a certain group of people, and take them from one place, from step A to B, if that's success to you, great. If success to you is making $1 million, great. We want to help in the endeavor of that, but you need some type of support. You need a backing. And you need people that are doing it already so, they can really help you to get through that space because it's difficult.
So, folks, this is Lou Fields, your host of BDX Live. You're listening to Miss Jaye Walker, the founder of Lyfe Wurks. So, Jay, we're going to be excited for you. Hope you got your stuff together next Monday because we're going to be landed on the line. And, folks, I hope you tell somebody, call somebody, and make sure that next Monday, all of your home-based businesses, all of your moonlighters, all of your people who got this great idea, this great passion, really. You folks tune in next Monday, April the 8th, and we're going to start our series, our inaugural series, Becoming a Boss, Business Owners Seeking Success.
Yes, and really quick, it's Lyfe Wurks, so that's Lyfe, and then Wurks. And if you submit your questions ahead of time, we will definitely do the research. We want to get as many questions answered as possible. So you can email me at Jayemarie, that's Jayemarie, at lifeworks.com, and we will get those on the segment for you.
Now, spell that Lyfe Wurks one more time because it was a little different. You go ahead.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I like to be different, so it's Lyfe, so Lyfe Wurks, Wurks. And you can also go to the website as well. It's www.lifeworks.com. And it's also at Lyfe Wurks on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, folks, I'm so glad we're going to have our guru on next week. So we'll be calling and waiting to see what goes on next Monday, April the 8th. And thank you for being such a big part of it.
Thank you, Lou. I'm excited.
Okay, good. We'll talk to you next week.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was Miss Jayemarie Walker, CEO of Lyfe Wurks, and she's going to, founder of Lyfe Wurks, and she's going to be in studio with us next Monday as we go into this particular work, and we're going to make sure all of you are included, and particularly those who are listening, please. You all know people have their wonderful, great ideas, and sometimes families don't have the structure to give the support to help sustain that project. But sometimes small ideas start in a garage. Small ideas start at the kitchen table, and next thing you know, 10, 15, 20 years later, there's a family-run multi-million-dollar business. It can happen. It can happen for you. It can happen for your friends. It can happen for one of your family members. So what I want you to do is tell anyone that you know who is starting a business, talking about starting their own business. They don't work for 20, 30 years, and the house is empty, the kids are gone, and now mom or dad or sister, brother got some time. He may have a few dollars, like she said, less than $5,000, and they may want to go ahead and start something. And so sometimes, I know when we got started, we have to go to certain outlets to find the support base that we need. And sometimes as an African American, we don't know where to go. Like I just mentioned, the Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce meets every first Wednesday. Now on second Mondays, we'll have the Becoming a Boss series here. And then we have our friends over at Harbor Bank, our friends over at Maryland Meridian Capital Group, over there at Visit Baltimore. We have some incubator places, but on a weekly basis or even monthly, it's difficult, Mr. Lindsay. Pull on up to that mic because we're going to talk about your program a little bit more. It's difficult sometimes when you're first getting started, and there's so many different ways, so many different things you got to consider. Who do you call for this? Who's going to be the accountant? Do I form a LLC? Do I form a sole proprietorship? How do I market? How do I advertise? How do I figure out what is my price break? It's just so much of starting a business. It can be challenging and daunting for the average person who has never been into entrepreneurship. So tune in next Monday and pass the word. We're going to get some T-shirts, some hats, some caps, everything. And they're going to be saying, Becoming a Boss. And that boss means business owners seeking success. A business owner's step to success, because there is a roadmap. There is a guide. Nothing new under the sun. You're not going to be the first one who faced a million different questions with no answers. No, it's